West will suffer a huge blow in the upcoming days, a blow in the times when they're already gasping for their breath due to the ongoing energy crisis. Biden, who pleaded before OPEC in July to save himself and the West, is finally being rewarded, a reward he may not like. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin. In July, US President Joe Biden made a trip to Middle East in an effort to amend his wrongdoings. Joe Biden requested Saudi Arabia to pump more oil to support both the US and the world economy. Led by Russia, the OPEC Plus grouping consists of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies. It was founded in 2017 and recently had been boosting oil production by approximately 430,000 to 650,000 barrels per day a month, as they were trying to reverse record supply restrictions implemented while pandemic lockdowns stifled demand. But the disruption brought on by Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February has raised energy prices and fueled inflation. In December 2021, the oil prices were $74.17 per barrel, but the conflict between Russia and Ukraine caused supply chain disruptions, financial sanctions, and higher commodity prices. Together, these transmission channels pushed up inflation and substantially slowed growth, particularly in Europe and US.
After staying 7 days in YT jail, we are back. We don't know if they'll allow us to stay peacefully. We don't know when the next ban will be announced. And that's why you must download the TFI app. Apple users can simply go to the App Store, search for TFI Global and install the app. And since Google Play has banned us, Android users can download the app from the link in the description. We are in for a long haul, and only your support can help us fight this war.
As a result, oil prices went up to $123.70 per barrel. The oil prices stayed above $100 till July. Biden, through his trip, hoped for increased oil production so as to decrease oil prices. The higher oil prices have benefited Russia, as Moscow is expected to make $321 billion from energy exports in 2022, an increase of more than a third from 2021. The amount is enough to finance its invasion of Ukraine. It is minting around $1 billion every day from its fuel exports. But OPEC Plus promised to increase the production by only 100,000 barrels per day, which was equivalent to just 0.1% of global demand. The minuscule oil output increase was a big setback for Biden, as he expected more concessions. But amidst the report of the Iranian nuclear deal, the prices fell below $90 for the first time after long. Adding to it, fears of an impending recession, demand-supply dynamics, and other factors caused a further decline in the price of crude oil. To tame the oil prices, US Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank raised interest rates to control the inflationary trend. The move led to a fall in oil prices to $80 per barrel. But now OPEC Plus is gearing for striking the final nail in the coffin to boost oil prices for long. According to OPEC sources, OPEC Plus may consider reducing oil production by more than 1 million barrels per day for the next couple of days in order to address the sluggish oil market. This would be the largest action taken since the COVID-19 crisis. The October 5 meeting will take place amid a backdrop of declining oil prices and months of intense market volatility, which led Saudi Arabia, the leading producer in OPEC Plus, to suggest that the group should reduce its oil output. A large reduction in output is likely to enrage the United States, which has been pressurizing Saudi Arabia to produce more oil in an effort to lower prices and slash Russia's oil revenues as retaliation for Moscow's deployment of soldiers to Ukraine. Keep in mind that Saudi Arabia has not denounced Moscow's actions against Ukraine till now. According to a person familiar with Russian thinking, Moscow would like to see OPEC Plus drop 1 million BPD or 1% of the world's supply last week. And this move of OPEC Plus is on similar lines to what Moscow wants. Stephen Brennock of oil broker PVM said, $90 oil is non-negotiable for the OPEC Plus leadership, hence they will act to safeguard this price floor. As soon as the decision of reducing the oil output came to light, oil prices jumped nearly $4 a barrel. According to Dennis Kissler, Senior Vice President of Trading at BOK Financial, the majority of traders were anticipating reductions of around 50,000 barrels per day. Following a 100,000 barrels per day output reduction in the previous month, this will be the group's second straight monthly decline. West, which is already reeling in staggering economic growth and facing sky-high inflation, will only see its woes intensify. OPEC Plus knows that a war that has been prolonged by Biden must be capitalized on. It's a direct indication to the West that if they want peace and economic stability, they'd have to come to negotiation table with Russia, and that too on Putin's terms.